Hey guys, this is Mike with my real estate dojo with Mr. Investor, and then today I'm going to show you how to go and build your foreclosure list. Okay, so today I'm going to show you one, where to find a foreclosure list in your state, two, how to build the list, okay, and three, how to get the seller's phone numbers after you built the list to cold call them, and more importantly to text message them because it's so crucial. Text messaging. So today I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. So depends what state you're in. If you're in Dallas, then I would type in Dallas. Okay. So basically, what I typed in is I knew the county. The county of Las Vegas is called Clark County. If I didn't know the county, I would just type in Las Vegas. If I was in Dallas, I would just type in Dallas. It doesn't matter. It'll still pull up. So, but in this case, I'm in Las Vegas, so I want to get the foreclosure list from the county clerk's office. So I know the county name, which is county clerk's office. I'm in Nevada, and I'm looking for a real estate auction. So I type that in, okay, into Google, and these are the three ads. After the three ads, you see the first one and the second one, and this is the county clerk's office. So I want to go to the auction list. Okay, I click on it, and this page pops up. Now, every different county in the United States is a little different. Like some states, you might have to click on one of these links. In here, I'm right at the home page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very top. It says publication printable list. I click on there. Voila. These are all the properties that are about to go auction off soon. Okay. And I have their information here. Now, the problem is this is not an Excel sheet. And the second problem is that I don't have the city and zip code, and I need the city and zip code to be able to pull up the seller's phone numbers, because without the city and zip code, it's going to be hard for me to know what the address is. So let's go back. The very first thing I do is I type into Google what I'm looking for, which is whatever county I'm in, and I'll type in that county, state, Texas or Nevada, real estate auction. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the list, which in this case, this is the list. The third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Google Doc file, Excel sheet, or you can do it in any Excel sheet you want that you have on your computer, like Pages or Excel sheet or whatever. And then from there, I'm going to create three columns: name, address, city, at the very first. Okay, I'm going to have other stuff here later, like notes and etc. Phone numbers, but at the very first thing I need to do is just create these three columns. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, once I create this Excel sheet, as you can see, this is Las Vegas foreclosure, I'm going to go back to this sheet, and instead of just copying the address, I'm just going to double click on it, and I'm going to say look up in Google, because what I'm looking for is the zip code, which is very, very crucial for me to pull up the address. So now I'm going to do two things. I'm going to transfer the address into the Excel sheet so I can have a database, because even though I have a database here, but it's not an Excel sheet, it's only a printable one. I need one that I can actually type in information. So I have to transfer it into an Excel sheet. So that's what I've done here. So I get that address from Google, right there, and I'm going to type in here. As you can see, I already put the address in here. And the zip code, I've already got it from Google right here. So that's step one. So I go to the next one. Again, I double copy it and I say pull it up in Google. Once it gets that, I'm going to first copy the city. You can put it all into one column. I like just to separate it. I'll show you why. I'll copy the address and I'll put it into the Excel sheet, which is right there already. And then I'll come back and get the city and the zip code, which is right there. I copy it again, right? And I'll put it into my Excel sheet, which is, you can see, it's already in there. All right. So I'll do this for the whole list. Okay. Now I'm not going to personally do it because it takes a long time. I would have a virtual assistant do it. At virtual assistants, where I pay $120 to $150 a month, and they work 40 hours a week for me. Now some of you are asking, well, how do I find a virtual assistant? Guys, I have my VA exponential book. We talk about it heavily, where to find them, how to hire them, how much to pay them, what are the bonuses, where to put the ads, etc. So I'm not going to go into it. So get on my website, myrealestatedojo.com, and type in VAs, or virtual assistants, and you'll see it. and I have a training course, tons of videos that talks about how to do that. But in this point I'm trying to make is that in Las Vegas they're small, and so there's not that many foreclosures. In some other cities like Dallas, Denver, there's a lot, so it's going to take a lot of time. You can do it yourself. There's no problem. If you're broke, you're just starting out, I highly recommend doing it yourself. But if you're big, or you want to scale your business, highly recommend getting a VA. So anyways, the point I'm saying is I would go to each one of these, or I have my VA go to each one of these. Like, here's one list, here's the other list, right? And pull up the addresses and put it into an Excel sheet. Once that happens, then the next thing I need to do is now I need to get the contact information, okay? And it's a company that I use. It's called Mojo, all right? And in Mojo, it costs probably like $10 and $25, and depends on what kind of services you want from them. What I'm talking about today is called the reverse lookup. Okay, and what the reverse lookup is basically is a tool that you get by typing the seller's address and their zip code. It looks into their database and gets their seller's phone number. And then once I have the seller's phone number, then I start text messaging them, then I start cold calling them, then I start sending them letters, etc., guys. So now I exactly showed you how to find the foreclosure list. I exactly showed you how to build your foreclosure list, and then I showed you how to get the seller's phone numbers, okay, by using a software like this, okay. And with a software like this, you can come here, and what you have to do is you have to create a new contact, and if you're doing one by one, you can do it, or you can just upload that whole Excel sheet. It says import and upload the whole Excel sheet. That's why I like putting everything into that Excel sheet like this, so I can just upload it. But you have the option to just do it one by one. All right, if you want to do one by one, you come here and you say, hey, I'm create a contact, and you just put in, you don't have to put in their name, just put in the address, the city, and the zip code. This is very important. And then it's going to pull up the phone numbers for you. You're just going to create, and then once you create, you just say reverse lookup. Or you have the option to just import it the whole list, which is what I do, okay? Either way, it's a great, powerful tool to get the foreclosure list in your city, guys. Very, very powerful. And at the same time, it's a very, very, very powerful way to don't spend a lot of money doing direct mails, because direct mail costs a lot of money. Like, for example, a direct mail letter, let's say I send to each one of these people on the foreclosure list, is going to cost me $1 a piece. And if there's like 50, I have to spend $50, okay? And I got to wait a long time. Where I could pull up their cell phone numbers and I could text message them, and it's free for me, okay? It's almost for free, okay? So it doesn't cost me a lot of money to do text messaging versus sending postcards or putting bandit signs. Now, I love bandit signs, I love direct mail, but I don't just direct mail the whole world. I filter them and only direct mail the most motivated sellers out there. So this is a great tool, and I just showed you how to do it, guys, from the Mojo aspect all the way down to getting to your county clerks and getting the information all the way down to building your list, guys. And then eventually I'll put the phone numbers in here, then I'll take notes and close deals. So go out there and hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer. And this is the best way to get the seller's information in your county that are foreclosed or pre-foreclosure. Thank you, guys.